Okay, here are the products that I use today on this style. Eco Styler Gel, my mint almond oil, Creme Brûlée by Keravada, and my leave-in Garnier Sleek and Shined. Um, this is just me parting. Sean's there. Say hi, Sean. I'm the world's worst parter if you've ever watched any of my videos, so we skip a lot of the parting part of the video. You don't want to see that. That's a disaster. So, as you can see, my part looks a little weird in the back. Every style that I do, I'm very conscious, if you follow me on Instagram, of the bald spot that I have in my head. So my parts towards the back might not be as uniformed as most. So anyway, for the twist, I do use the Garnier Fructis Slick and Shine. Just always adds moisture to my hair, even if I'm twisting it up. Eco Styler Gel. And I'm not using a whole bunch of gel, but just enough. I'm also going to be using which I don't think I showed. I think I cut that out a little bit. I'll show y'all. I use a edge control. There it is. Coconut Shea edge control in this video. So that's it. It's clear. When I attempted to do the twist, as you saw a few minutes ago, it just didn't lay down very well. And so my twist didn't look that great. So we started off with edge control. I will say this edge control is really, really good if you are trying to accomplish a sleek look while doing your twist. Like if your twists are going to stay there for this style. Not per se if you're taking them down. I don't think that this would be the right thing to put on them because it just really slicks them down, and I don't think it would look right once you untwist it. But I try to get a little bit closer. I do have a video on my channel showing you all how I flat twist. But I twisted this going in an upward motion. And then when I get right about here, I start to just kind of, I'm going to hang it down and because it's easier to twist it. And get finished with the twist. I twist it pretty much almost to the end, and I leave a little bit out. Just easier for me to Bantu knot it is what I'm going to be doing here. So there, I'm Bantu knotting it around. This one here gave me some difficulties in this style because I ended up having to use a bobby pin. It was just not laying up against the scalp like I wanted it to. I didn't want it sticking out like a freaking horn. So there's the bobby pin. That actually stayed in place the whole time that I wore this style. It just wouldn't lay down for whatever reason. Okay, now I'm going to do the back. I'm not going to show you the whole process because pretty much every section is done the same. The other side of my hair is done just like that side. And now I'm just going to show you the back. And all the way across the back will be done the same way. Same products placed on my hair. The Garnier Fructis Slick and Shine. I don't think I show y'all, but I do put a little bit of the almond mint oil and also the edge control. Because again, it just lays the hair down so great and kind of gives it that separated look when you get ready to twist it. I don't know. I like that look. Not sure if everybody does. So as you can see, I put it on both sides because both sides will be showing. And it just helps it look really, really nice. So now I'm going to try to get up close so you all can see. Twisting upwards is a task. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to tell you that this is the easiest thing in the world to do because it's not. It takes time and it takes practice. You have to be able to flat twist before you do this, pretty much. Normally, if I'm not filming, I do hold my head down. It's just easier for me. So, like I say, practice makes perfect. Yeah, in this video, it looks pretty easy, but it is not as easy as you think. Also, my arms are killing me. So, just taking a look at the back of it. All right, I think I did pretty good. Okay, y'all. So just basically the same way, I twisted it and left a little bit at the end, and now we will Bantu knot it. And twist it all the way around and around without grabbing hair at the top. Ooh, yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you all, this was not the easiest thing to film. Now, as you see, I'm placing a rubber band on this one. I don't know, I don't see a lot of people do it, but when I am styling Bantu knots that are gonna stay in my hair, a lot of times I do use the rubber bands. Okay, y'all, this is all done. Yay. My arms are killing me. This is a style that I must say my arms ached. I had to take a couple breaks, but anyway. Okay, now I'm going to comb through the top of it. It has dried, of course, while I've been doing the rest of my hair. So I'm just kind of detangling it, make sure it's smooth. Now, I'm going to take a blow dryer and put a little bit more, dry it a little bit more. Because Bantu knots take so freaking long to dry that I'd rather my hair be as dry as possible. So I just put a little heat to it. I'll do that for both this front part and the back part that I sectioned off. I just sectioned them to, it's just easier to work with. So I pretty much do the same thing to this part. Comb it out. Make sure it's all detangled. I haven't added any products as of yet to this part of my hair. But the products that you saw in the beginning were not all used for this part of my hair. The only product that I used on this part of my hair was the mint almond oil and the creme brulee. That's all I used. I didn't need anything else. I didn't want to weigh the hair down with too much product on the top here because, again, I really wanted my hair to dry. And sometimes you use too much product, even though you've blow dried it through, it'll still take forever to dry. Bantu knots are just really, really tricky. I think I've gotten a lot better with them, so I think I'll be doing more styles. So now I'm just parting off and sectioning off this area where I will now add the creme brulee and the mint almond mixture. I didn't show you all that, but that's how much of the creme brulee I'm using. And there's a little bit of the almond mint oil in that mixture. I mixed it together. So now I'm just putting it all the way to the end, smoothing it in. And now I'll show you the Bantu knots that I do. And I'll show you from probably about 2 of them. And then we will move on from those. This was not a hairstyle that I would say do at 9 o'clock at night like I did. But anyway, so as you can see, I'm pinching as I twist down. I find that is very effective as far as keeping your Bantu knots curls when they come loose very smooth. I left the end still open or loose, and then I keep twisting as I go around my hair. Also still pinching, not pulling too tight. Bantu knots can get really, really tight, like really tight. And add a little bit more product on the end. Bantu knots to me remind me of a freaking cast. Excuse me, y'all, I'm a nurse, so let's just go there for a minute. Once you put it, once you get all the way around and you've tucked it all the way in, it seems to me as if it swells, like it starts to, I don't know, get tighter over time. So for me, I have to twist these knots a little bit more the opposite direction to loosen them some. Okay, so this is my last one, and Lord knows I wish that this was as quick as this video is showing it, because it was not this quick. This was a long hairstyle. So that's the last knot. I think that one got a little bit loose. When you have your knots together, as close as mine are on the top of my head, they can tend to, like while you're trying to knot the other ones, if you haven't secured them with a rubber band or a hairpin, get kind of knock the other ones loose. But there's the finished product. Now, I slept in this. It wasn't bad because I don't have knots on the side. I've taken these few down. Y'all, I forgot to record. I was just going to take my hair down and keep going. Yeah. Anyway, so as you can see, I'm twisting the opposite direction. And we get them pulled apart. That one, I think, had a rubber band on the end of it, so we had to get that off. Yep, there we go. So they're nice and fluffy. And have great definition. So I was pretty pleased with my results of these Bantu knots. I hadn't had any Bantu knots that had this much definition in them. So after I've taken them all down, as you can see, still twisting the opposite direction and getting all these knots down is when I'll start to separate them. Can't tell you how many were separated or how I separated them as far as like each section. Did I separate them once, twice, 3 times, 4 times? I just separated and fluffed as much as possible because I like big hair. I will say that the only downfall is the fact that these things take forever to dry. So I will say that I think they were not as completely dry as they could have been, but needless to say, I was taking them down. Next time I think I might keep them in for a whole entire day, like 24, 48 hours, something like that, to ensure that they're completely dry, because when they're not, you do have some frizz added to this hairstyle that you might not want. So there we go. This is my finished results. I did not have time that morning to show you all how I fluffed. Sorry, but rate, subscribe, and let me know what you think of the video. Thanks again for watching. Bye.